Welcome to Cover Ever number 2. I deleted my joke video because basically when I watched it, it was deemed kind of inappropriate about asking things about assholes and shit and stuff like that. So, let's tell a story. Because stories are fun. Alright? So, once upon a time, my friend and I, and my crazy uncle, we went camping. And we had hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs. I don't eat hot dogs anymore because of this incident, by the way. So I was really hungry, and my uncle couldn't cook the hot dogs fast enough. So this asshole decided he was going to throw lighter fluid all over the place, including the hot dogs. Guess who ate the hot dogs? Yeah. So the next morning, we also had non-alcoholic beer. And my friend A-Dog won't let me live that shit down, and it's been like 20 some odd years since this happened. Because I'm 47. So we had non-alcoholic beer, plus hot dogs. Only they ate the hot dogs and hamburgers that was cooked first. I ate one hot dog that was cooked first, but not hamburgers, because I really wasn't into hamburgers at the time. I'm still not into hamburgers unless it's the taco meat or there's nothing else in the house to fucking cook. Anyway, so I kept saying, cook it faster, and the flames went all over the place. And you'd think that the flames would chart out the lighter fluid from the hot dog. No, it did not. So the next day we got up, because we all slept in the van. Instead of sleeping around a campfire, we did put the campfire out before we went to bed. We also had lots of strange noises in the night. But anyway, that was before we went to sleep. So, we're sleeping. I woke up the next morning, my stomach was hurting. And there was 3 pieces of gum. There was my cousin R-Dog, my bro A-Dog, and my uncle. Well, my uncle didn't want the gum because the gum was old. But we wanted the gum because we could still taste the aftertaste of the non-alcoholic beer and hot dogs and hamburgers. Well, I have a weak stomach, and I couldn't hold the hamburgers and hot dogs anymore. And mostly it was hot dogs with lighter fluid. So I got to chewing the gum, and the gum, must have set off a spark in my stomach. And the lighter fluid hot dogs, well, let's just say they didn't stay down. Along with the non-alcoholic beer. I threw up for about 10 minutes. You would think that shit had digested through the night, but it didn't. It just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, goddamn, how much food did I actually eat? Because I only eat hot dogs. But apparently, lighter fluid and big red gum does not go well together first thing in the morning. I was hurling up a shit. And the worst part about that is my uncle had this fucking Centos van. Centos van. It was an old van. It was a white van. Like those creepy kinds that people get kidnapped in. It's one of those vans. And he had drilled holes in the floor and put a recliner in it, and a bed in the back. So we all had a pretty decent place to sleep. I took the recliner. My bro was the biggest, so he took the bed in the back. My cousin and his father both took the front seats, which also could lay all the way the fuck back. We had a badass van. And when we woke up, it was just bad. It was like a river runs through it. It was awful. Yeah, good times, man. And what did my boy A-Dog do? When we went back to school, y'all know that Jay got sick on non-alcoholic beer? Told everybody. Everybody in school had a good laugh for quite some time. Thank you, A-Dog. Anyway, another story, really quickly. So, this is my ultimate shame. You guys are going to get a good laugh off of this. Native TikTok, please don't counsel me. Okay, so, I was 7 years old. Doing martial arts, pretty good. This is not about an ass whooping, don't worry. My aunt, Ophel, yeah, that's right, Ophel, don't ask me how to spell it because I can't, decided that I had to go feed their fucking horse. Here's the apple, here's the sugar cubes. But what they didn't do is tell me how you're supposed to feed the fucking horse. Do not feed a horse this. You feed the horse like this. I learned that shit the hard way. Traumatizing. So, I went to go feed the horse this apple. It was snack time. I don't understand how horses are able to get snacks, but kids aren't. But I had to feed the horse this fucking snack. An apple and some sugar cubes. There were 6 sugar cubes when I went out there. 3 of them went in my mouth. 3 of them hit the ground. There was an apple when I went out there. And every day, when I talk about a horse, see a horse, think about a horse, even a unicorn, my middle finger and my thumb on my left hand burn. So basically what happened was, I went to feed the horse. The horse got an apple and a middle finger and a thumb. He didn't bite them off, thank God. And that's the first time I found out that I could actually scream. I can't scream now. I've lost that ability. But I screamed like a little girl. And it was awesome. The horse knew that he hurt me. He dropped me. I still had the sugar cubes. So my cousin, who didn't want me to get in trouble because I shouldn't have been feeding the horse in the first fucking place, slapped my hand into my mouth with the sugar cubes. Which tasted pretty goddamn good, actually. And said, don't tell anybody. And I said, okay. Now I'm crying, and then my aunt comes out. Why are you crying? Horse bit me. Why the fuck did the horse bite you? I fed him like this. Well, what the fuck did you do that for? Because you told me I had to feed the horse. And I was scared of the horse before I ever had to feed the damn thing. And she knew I was scared of the horse. But adults, especially adults of color, we graduated from the School of Hard Knocks. Alright? I'm sorry. So when anybody tells you that they graduated from the School of Hard Knocks, look at their skin tone first before you pass judgment. If they are black or native or white with a hell of a tan, they may have graduated from the School of Hard Knocks. But you know what I don't do? I don't go near horses. So, fun fact. I was talking to somebody before I had my ex-girlfriend. And it's like, hey, James, you're part native. How do you feel about horses? So I don't like horses. I've never liked horses. I don't want to be anywhere near horses. I say, why? I said, because a horse fucking bit me when I was a child. So I don't like horses. I say, but you're part native. You should get along with horses very well. And I said, I should get along with your face with my fist. I do not like horses. Alright? Now, fun story about that. My ex-girlfriend had a horse. I can't remember what the fuck his name was. Frank! His name was Frank. Frank is the only horse that I had been around since I was 7 years old. And me and Frankie had a good bond before my ex and I broke up. But Frank was a good horse. So, I'm still scared of the motherfucker still. Well, fast forwarding backwards in time to the 5th grade, because I had already been bit by a horse and I didn't know I was part native at the time, and Miss Conrad decided that we were going to carve those canoes out of soap, and she outed me for being native, and that's a fucked up ass feeling. But anyway, to have a teacher out you. But anyway, she when I got my ass beat for those bars of soap, and I had to tell her, whatever native I descended from, he didn't like horses, or she didn't like horses, and they damn sure couldn't carve shit, so we must have been scouts. Try to remember that when you're judging people, especially if you come across a Native American who's scared of fucking horses. I'm dreadfully scared of horses. I have never wanted a pony in my life. I don't want to look at a horse. I don't want to look at a pony. I don't even want a miniature horse. I'm dreadfully scared of horses. So, if the world is in danger and the big bad guy's fighting, if he has a horse head, I'm going to die right there. He ain't even got to snap his thumb. I'm just going to drop dead. Yeah, if he looks like he's got like a fucking horse head, I'm done. Yeah, so just go ahead and kill me now. And if he can't kill me, but he traps me in a room full of horses, I'm probably going to die right there. I'm probably going to have a heart attack and die from something from the inside out, because that's how scared of horses I am. Now, as a 47-year-old man, admitting that I am afraid of horses is really fucked up. Which is kind of also messed up, is because most of my favorite cartoon characters kind of rode horses. Brave Star rode a horse that could talk. Shane from the Galaxy Rangers rode a metal horse, which had no effect on my finger or thumb, and neither did 3030. But my fingers are burning right now as I'm talking about these fucking horses. But I have been dreadfully afraid of horses. Forever. Even Thundarr the Barbarian had a horse. Again, I'm scared of horses. Thanks for watching. I will give you guys another story time in the next video.